when I talked to Kathleen Martin, Betty Hill's niece, I asked her, I was like, why now? Like, why now? And she said, well, the Robertson panel changed. And this is a real thing. Like, this isn't like, a made up thing at all. In 1952, not to go on a huge rant right here, but I'll tell you, it's really interesting, is that in 1952, UFOs flew over the White House. Okay, so this is like after Roswell.
Right.
Roswell, 1947, now it's 1952, and UFOs were over the White House. And it wasn't just like, government people dealing with it. It was like civilians were like, what's that? And at this time, everybody was already thinking of like flying saucers. Like, that's what they were called. Now we're calling them UAP, right?
Yeah, or UFOs.
UFOs,
Yeah.
like, but back in the day, it was like flying saucers. So people saw these flying saucers directly over the White House. So then they went away, and then they came back, and it was about 2 weeks of people like actually seeing these things. And so eventually, the people at the White House were seeing them, and then they started to track them on radar. So we sent like jets up there to see, like, let's get a better look, because think about it, like, we want to make sure that it's not foreign technology. Like, we just ended World War II. So now, like, could this be a threat? Like, whoever this is, like, obviously they're superior. They have these objects that we don't know what they are, and they're in our skies. And so we sent our jets up, and when ours went up there, they disappeared. The objects disappeared. Our jets landed, and they reappeared. So now our government is like trying to figure out like what the heck these things are. And so after they do like a lot of like, saying that it was weather inversion and saying that like it was like just the weather, like, those little objects flying around over the White House right now is just like the weather. Don't
So
worry
the
about it.
UFOs can go like transparent.
That's what they said.
That's interesting.